All right, so I'm gonna show you what we got here, guys. If you ever see this on a deck system, this is the Gent Kentucky Hound deck, a peeling deck paint lockdown encapsulation by the world's toughest deck armor, Kong armor, is what we're doing here. But if you ever see this on a deck system where you got a screw here, right? And you start to see rot developing around that screw. 9 times out of 10, that's an offshoot screw that ain't supposed to be there. You see how all the rest of this is nails? So these are all nails. Okay? This is the only lone screw here, and it's causing rot. Let's pull it out of there and see what kind of screw it is. Oh, it don't want to come out. Look. It busted. From the looks of it. I can tell you. See if that'll focus. Focus. There we go. From the looks of this, I can tell you that this looks to me to be a drywall screw. And I might have to beat that off of there because it's stuck on there, but drywall screws, no good for decks. They're meant for inside and inside only, and if they're exposed to water for any longer than 20 seconds, they'll start to rust. They're actually not supposed to be exposed to water at all. So they'll start to rust, and then the wood will react with that rust, and then you'll start to have rot and corrosion. And so typically when you see this on a deck system, and some people make the mistake, they'll repair their deck system and they'll just go get some screws from a hardware store, and they'll slam them all down in there, not even paying attention to what type of screws they are. And then a month later they'll walk out on their deck and they have these little rot spots around all their screws, and it's because they use the wrong type of screws. You have to use coated deck screws, and my recommendation for you is Camo. They're a great brand. This brand I use often too, which is Deck Plus. I believe you get these at Lowe's, but they're lifetime coated deck screws, or wood and fence screws, same difference, but they have coating on them, which is vital to prevent rust. You wouldn't think that wood would react with rust, but it does. It has a very tiny mineral content, and so if there's any rust present, it'll start reacting with that and it'll start causing rot, right? So get deck screws, get coated deck screws, and don't mess around with drywall screws on your deck. All right, see you now.